heart attack. Fast, fatal, heart impact. Past painful scars, in fact, I blast tasteful bars and pass. I back up my actions, fact, don't ask, grab reactions, jacked, attack with every word, then act with class as they hear me snap. I got nothing to lose, cause I fought and felt the bruise. Now I'm not the one confused, call the shots and they produce. I ain't lost, I'm finally loose. Pick a new submerged juice. I need the views to boost me to a new abuse of being used. Everybody wants a piece now, y'all can rest in peace now. You're dead to me, so peace out. Remember you're discreet now. Get ready for defeat now.
Alrighty. Hello everybody. This is Kirusho here, and now, before we do begin, let us give a brief little review. In the last part, quite a bit of things have happened. There was Izuku and Koya. These two have grown a bit closer. In the last part, they had a waterbending match. And the two, they fought each other to a standstill. At this point, Koya, she doesn't believe that there's much she can teach Izuku. And she told him as much. She needs to undergo more training. Deku, he is incredibly talented. He is the Avatar. But more importantly, he spent his entire life training for this. Even whenever he couldn't waterbend, he knew certain things that Koya did not. And now that Deku has the ability to waterbend, he's starting to pick up on those things once again. And Koya, she was surprised. She just thought Deku was incredibly talented. And right now, she thinks that she needs to undergo more waterbending training in order to beat him. However, there's another issue. Now that they are going to be comrades training under the same master, they are not teacher and student anymore. And their relationship, maybe it can start to get a bit more personal. Maybe they can actually start dating. Koya, she's still a bit on the fence about it. I mean, dating the Avatar, that's gotta be a crazy life, no matter who you are. And, well, it's just being a part of that type of journey. She's not too sure she's ready for it. She's not even too sure she could handle it. If she is going to be involved in this, she needs to be well aware of what she is signing up for. And Koya, yeah. It's a bit nice, though. Izuku is somebody that she's connected with in a way she has not before. And right now, Deku, he actually did also talk to another earthbender. One who talked about having the ability to use the seismic sense. They are mostly blind, and they were curious if Izuku can heal their eyes. Maybe help them regain their sight. However, Deku, he had to inform them. He doesn't really focus on the healing aspect. While it does sound like an interesting prospect to do, or try to learn more about, he's never tried it. He's been focusing on trying to learn the waterbending combat, not the utility of the art. Now, with that being said, a few days have passed by, and Deku and Koya, these two have done much in this time. These two, they've undergone some more training. And with this waterbending master training both of them, they have actually started to notice that they have gotten a lot better. Their forms, where they thought they were good, turns out they were a bit sloppier than they wanted. And they weren't really putting their feet down right. Along with that, their shoulders, apparently they were a lot more tense than they thought. The form, it was good, but it could be better. Now, Deku and Koya, they actually were facing off against the Master. And he was just trying to test them. And try to make them improve. Show them where they are bad and show them where they have good things. And so far, they're actually doing pretty well. They can hold their own. However, up until the Master does get serious, that's where things start to get more difficult for both of them. And right now, these two are trying to relax. And there actually is Izuku. Izuku, he is trying to think about it a lot more. He wants to learn more about that healing technique. Maybe find somebody who can teach him more about it. There are tons of masters here. And now that he's really thinking about it, he should ask. Yokits would know a lot more. This guy is old and wise. And really, he's one of the only people who knows Deku's the Avatar here. There's a handful of people, but really, what can he do? What can he say? How is he supposed to handle this? Okay, well, maybe when they go on their mission, the next one at least, they'll be more prepared. Hmm, okay. I wonder what we'll be doing then. Now, Deku, he actually does get pulled away by somebody. And he is told about what's going to be happening. Right now, a few people are being asked if they want to go on a mission. It's Deku and Koya. There's also Luna and, well, Lee, along with this new Earthbender. And it is intriguing. There are some more people here. They're going to be breaking down into groups. And so far, Deku's group, he's mostly familiar with. It's intriguing to see. And right now, Yokits, he does start to inform them about what's going to be happening. Yokits, he does start to talk about it, explaining the mission. This mission is going to be one that is very crucial. There are currently 5 teams. These teams, they are going to need to be very careful with what they are going to do. They are going to be breaking into certain areas in a section of town. And once they get into those areas, they are to sabotage everything they can. And if anybody here is a metal bender, raise their hand right now. Because there's a specialized sector he wants them all to go to. And if they can cause the most damage here, then that would be very good. Now, a large group of people do start to raise their hands. And Deku is going to look around. And he does watch as the blind guy also is going to raise his hand. And he's surprised. That's right. What was it? Toph, the inventor of metal bending? She was blind as well. He's probably got to be the strongest metal bender. Now, Deku, he thinks about it for a second. As there actually is Yokits. Zuko. Yes? I have a specialized task for you. You and a group of people. So far right now, you are going to be doing quite a bit. You are a firebender, correct? Yes, I am. Good. You will be tasked with melting down something. Once it is melted down, then we can proceed. After that, well, I believe that we can get more things sorted. However, I'm not exactly too sure how many of you that we do have. We might need a few more. And, well, if I do believe it correctly, then we might need to divert some of you to somewhere else. We need to still sort some things out. Call it last-minute preparations. You specifically, however, I'm not too sure. Too sure of what? I'm not too sure if we will need to move you or not, so please be aware of this. If you are moved from your section, please be advised to come to me. Understood. Good. Now, Yokits would continue. And the mission briefing does go on. The entire section of the city they are going to be tasked with destroying, it's going to be quite a large job. And him and a group of people, they are going to be causing a bit of a distraction across town. And they are going to be halving response time. Since if they can destroy a certain section or at least a certain building, then the police will be more focused on that and the devastation that it may cause to the area around it. So he does want everybody to be aware. If the ground does suddenly start to shake, or if things do start to just suddenly seem a bit more chaotic, then that may be why. And if they do see something happen across town, that is most likely going to be his division and his group. Now, a lot of people do hear about this. And Deku, he actually is a bit more excited. And there actually is where everybody, they do start their preparations. Many people are getting gear in order and trying to get things organized. And Yokits, he does hold Deku back. And Deku, he does get to meet with this man. What is it? Izuku, I have much to discuss with you right now. Really? Yes. Now, Be advised, I may have put you on the spot a minute ago, and I do apologize for that. However, many people in my group, we wish to see, test, and know more about this. What? Sorry. We wish to see and test your powers, understand how far you can push them. And, well, some people still do question what is going on. I understand. Good. You are aware that your position is suspicious among many people. I understand. Great. Here you are. Him holding up something strange. And Deku's going to look down at it. It's a mask? What is this? It's quite simple. You are going to be an earthbender. Many people in our group, they think that you may be a part of our group. However, they are going to be informed that you are going to be left behind. Many of them will be wearing masks. So, you are going to be earthbending for this mission. I am. Correct. We need you to earthbend. And, well, if need be, many other earthbenders in our group will help you take down the objective. Do you want me to try and take it down by myself? Yes. We want to see how far you can be pushed. And many of them are curious about the Avatar state. There have been many rumors in the past about it. However, the power of it is not exactly sure, nor has it been seen. You want to test my limits on a mission? Isn't that dangerous? Are you questioning me, Izuku? Sort of, yes. I see. It would be hypocritical of me to say, then, that you shouldn't question me. We teach you to question a lot of things. We do not try to tell you to follow us mindlessly. So, you will be meeting a friend of mine. And be advised, this friend, they are a fellow bender. In fact, I am not in charge. My friend is. You will have the chance to meet them if the mission does go well. Do you understand this? I do. Good. Put this on whenever we get outside. Then, come to my division. After that, we will be off. And the mission can go on. Many people in charge, we can just say that there was a bit of an accident, and that you were left behind to clean it up. Afterwards, we can cover up your tracks. You will go with us, your division will be left behind. Or your division will think that you were left behind. And much of it will be easy to explain. I understand. Now, Deku, he does ask a question. Can he say goodbye? And Deku, he does get the go-ahead. As Deku, he does go to see his friends. And he does try to explain the situation to many of them. He's been told that right now, a lot's been happening. And something just came up, so he's going to have to be left behind. Some of them are a bit disappointed. They wanted to go out there and do this with their friend. And many of them, yeah. To say in the very least, it is a bit disappointing. And then there's actually Koya. Koya can tell that Deku, he's having a bit of trouble saying this. And she does actually pull him aside. As that actually has happened, you actually have you. You just get a glance from Koya. And you just won't try to talk about it, loudly exclaiming that they need to go, very quickly. And some people do quickly start to walk away. And there actually is Lee, who he does see how these two are somewhat acting. Koya, she's actually holding onto Deku's arm. And Deku, he is just staring at Koya for a second. And Koya, she's staring at everybody. Oh, right, I think there's something I was missing over there. Alright, you guys gonna have a chat? Yeah, we are you. Thanks. No problem. Hope it goes well. And Koya, if it's important, please fill me in. G- yeah, we will. Her giving a thumbs up. Okay, what is going on? Yeah, I'm going with Yokets. He wants me to help be a part of the distraction team. Are you sure? Are you sure that that's safe? Yeah, he wants me to be an earthbender. You're gonna be an earthbender? I am. Yeah. Uh, I'm a bit nervous though, because some people they might know it's me. But we're gonna try and cover my tracks. Say I got left behind, and all this and all that. Okay, but you're actually gonna be going though, right? I am, but your division's gonna be told that I'm staying behind. And the people here are gonna be told that I'm taking care of a situation somewhere else. That is technically still in this area in the forest. It's so confusing. I don't know how to explain it. Okay, okay. You're nervous, I see that. You think you're gonna be okay? Yeah. I I'm a bit nervous though. I can tell. Trust me, just deep breaths. Deep breaths. Yeah, yeah, listen, before I do go, there was one thing I wanted to ask you. Now, Koyeda stared at Deku. As she does stare at him, he's nervous, and he can't calm his mind down. He's overthinking shit again. Shit. The way he's acting. Damn it. Why did she have to fall for a guy like this? Now, Koyeda's gonna kiss Deku. And Deku, he actually's gonna kiss her back. And these two, they do somewhat try to exchange this. Their relationship is weird. They're not too sure where they stand. They're comrades, but they're together. It's weird. The two don't know how to define this. They're not dating, but at the same time, they're like this. They're just trying to figure things out still. And Koya, she doesn't find a way to classify it. She likes Deku, but she's not too sure. And then there's the fact that Deku right now he's going to be going somewhere else and he's going to be in danger. And she's going to worry about him, and then things are going to get more complicated. And it just spirals from there. Now, Deku, he actually going to leave. And Koya, she'll go to rejoin her team and explain a few things that are going on. And we actually have for Deku and everybody, they do get into position. And the team, they are told to wait for a go-ahead. And there actually is Deku. He is told about what's going to be happening. There is a very large building, and it needs to be taken down. If they can take down this building and at least topple 50 of the top stories, then they can cause enough damage and chaos to shake the city, at least for a few city blocks. It will be felt all around, and there actually will be enough of a shift to get people's attention over here. They're basically going to be lighting a fire here, and whenever it burns bright enough, another fire is going to be started. And whenever everybody is trying to focus on putting this one out, they're not going to realize that the other one that they should have been paying attention to has already gone way out of control. So by the time they do try to figure that out, they'll already be overwhelmed. Now, Deku, he is ready. And right now he is staying on top of a building and told about what to do. And there actually is Vato and Rava. The two are still arguing. Rava, she's having trouble. And there actually is Vato. Vato thinks that people will die during this. It's the middle of the night. And while there still may be people inside the building, or even in the nearby block, he's rooting for Deku to do this. And Rava, she is trying to get Deku to think more about it. Think more about what to do. And Deku, he is staying there on top of a building, looking out and seeing the large structure he's supposed to take down. It's huge. A hand being placed on his shoulder. You scared me. Young man, are you alright? Yeah, it's just, this will be the largest thing I've ever bended. Really now? You think so? Yeah, I guess. We just gotta topple the building, right? Yes, we do. Taking the entire building down, that is an option. However, too much damage could be caused, and many more questions will be placed. It could be seen like a targeted attack. However, if we make it seem more like a structural instability, then that will be better. Faulty construction. That is what it could be blamed on. Right, okay, so I just turn the structural supports into sand? No, you cannot do that. They will find enough evidence to know it was tampered with by bending. And how am I supposed to do this then? Well, that's quite simple. You have to pull the top of the building. Pull it? Yes. Pull it as hard as you can. Whenever you do feel it, you will know. We do understand your powers, Izuku, and I do believe that you are capable of much greatness. You are capable to do this. You are unstoppable. In fact, if you do this, I will help teach you and train you. You will. Yes, we can have a private lesson, and I can show you much that you have yet to learn. Really? Yes. My old friend, he detests bloodbending. However, I am keen to know that you have an interest in it. Is that correct? I mean, that's not wrong, but that art, I just want to know more. Good. I will answer your questions then. Now, please, start pulling the building. If you need to, reach for the avatar state. That does greatly increase your abilities, correct? Yes, it does. Perfect. Start bending. Give it all you have. Remember, plant your feet and reach out. Find what you can. Now, Deku does start to focus. As many people, they are watching him. The guy that's in the mask, he's supposed to be their first bender. If he can pull as much as he can, then he should be able to take down the building. But if he can't, they're supposed to all join in. Are they really supposed to wait for this one guy to do this? I mean, it sounds insane, right? And then there's that other guy who was next to him. Whatever they were saying, it wasn't heard on comms. Now, Deku, he actually is going to plant his feet. And get ready. Him taking a bit more of a stance and going to bring his hands up. And try and find the building. Okay, he's got this. Focus. It's right there. Visualize it in your mind. What you want to do. Now, Deku is going to bring his hands up. Him going to reach out and ball his hands in a fist. Before turning his body or turning his wrist and arms and going to start pulling. The moment Deku starts to do this, he actually feels the building resist against him. And it feels insane. He's bent much earth in his life. And he's actually moved boulders. But this is a fucking mountain compared to those. And right now, Deku, he does feel it. He does feel a strain being put on his body. And he is just staying there, trying to bend. And people are watching this. And there actually is the building out in the distance. It's starting to somewhat shake a bit. And the top levels, they're trying to move. If they were on the ground, they would barely be moving inches forwards, but they would still be doing something. But they're stuck in place. And Deku can actually feel the rebar. He can feel it through the earth. And he does start to try and bend it, try and break it. However, there's too much resistance, too much going on, and he is being told to stop. Stop trying to bend this. Stop trying to do this. Stop trying to take it down. It is too much for him, and he cannot do it. Shut it. I can do this. I can do this. Now, Deku, he actually starts to focus more. I'm going to bring his hands up again. Him pulling again, and feeling more and more resistance. However, the building and actually start to have the windows crack and break. And the structure of it, it's starting to give. And Deku, he actually is surprised. As he actually starts to feel his eyes flicker. And this time, he's able to start doing it. More and more. And he actually starts to bring his hands up again. Pulling backwards harder and harder. He's got this. He can do this. He can do this. Let me know what Deku does say. And both the teachers and masters are watching this. And there are actually the other earthbenders. This one guy is going to bring down the building. Holy shit, who is this guy? Now, Deku does actually feel it. He feels the building give. And they actually hear the building start to crack. As the building, it immediately rips in two. And Deku is holding the building up. As the building just starts to float out forwards towards him. And Deku hears to hold it up. As he does ask them what they want him to do. And they tell him to just release it. And Deku, he does so. As those 60 or so stories are flying down towards the ground, and a sudden loud boom can be heard. And the building they are on does start to shake. And Deku, he actually someone going to start falling backwards. Him panting on the ground as he's trying to gain his breath. Now, people immediately do go to grab him and start to pull him away. As the mission is given the go-ahead, Koya and her group, right now they are in charge of taking down this side of the city and making sure that they can stop all of this stuff over here. Right now, what they are about to do, it is going to be heavily influential in their goal. And they are about to do something not many people have done. They are going to be noticed. And the Children of Fire, as many people thought they were, are about to make a bit more of a name for themselves. Because tonight, there will be fire, and there will be flames. Now, with that being said, I do hope you guys enjoyed. And have an amazing day. I'll catch you guys in the next part.